Hello BookTube, it's Louise, the big head bookworm. How are you? Are you having a good day? I am here with some books and bookish things that I got for my birthday this week. Woo! Yes, it was my birthday and I had a lovely time, thank you very much. If only you'd been here and we could have celebrated it together. As it was, I celebrated it with my son Benedict and the husband and it was lovely, thank you very much. I also saw my mum and we had lunch, which is always a pleasure. So we had a good time, but I did get some books. Now, it's unusual for me to get books, to be honest, which seems a bit weird, but I have all of the books. And so people don't want to buy me books because there's a sense of, well, she has all of the books and therefore we're going to duplicate. And quite often than not, I've got lots of lovely cookery books and people tend to think, oh, I'll buy her a cookery book. She likes cooking, she likes books. I have the cookery books. So, but this year, I did well. I got no books that I already have, and they're glorious. So first of all, Benedict and the husband obviously went shopping together. Always happy when that happens. And I got some lovely murder mysteries. Well done, Benedict. So the first one I got was Jacqueline Winspear's Elegy for Eddie, which is a Maisie Dobbs novel set in the 1930s. And I also got A Dangerous Place by Jacqueline Winspear, which again is a Maisie Dobbs. Now I have one already. She says reaching up. So I now have 3 in the series which go like that. And I have started to read that one, as you can see, I'm about halfway through, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. So they're 1930s. They're modern day. She's a modern day author, but they're set in the 1930s. And I'm really enjoying it. I can tell it's not, I'm going into a tiny bit of a review, I can tell it's not written at the period. There is that sense of separation. However, it's not stopping my enjoyment of the book, and it's really made me think I'm going to thoroughly enjoy all of these. So thank you very much, Benedict, for that. The other book that Benedict got me was Death on the Cherwell by Mavis Dorrell Hay, which is in the British Library crime classics, and this was actually written in the 1930s, and it's a murder mystery set in an Oxford college, and there isn't a particular detective, I gather. So look at that, lovely. Perhaps a ladies' college, looking at that cover. But yeah, so I did those. So I got those 3, which is lovely. From the husband, I got that, Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, and in the most beautiful, look at that blue, that beautiful duck egg blue with a kind of hot pink, raspberry pink design on it, Sense and Sensibility, and it's the penguin cloth bound, and I now have 3 of these. I have Pride and Prejudice and I now have Sense and Sensibility, and I've also got The Count of Monte Cristo, so I'm doing well with those. And the other book that the husband got me, oh, look at that, is Llewellyn's Witches colouring book. I have a couple of colouring books. I'm not somebody that chops and changes. If I start a book like this, I then will go through. And I do colour. Quite often I colour with Benedict. We both colour books or drew drawings together, which is lovely, but this is just fabulous. It has the solstices and the pagan celebrations. It also has pagan images, and look at that. Has just a huge variety of them. Oh, look at that. I'm not sure how you would colour that one, but there's some really beautiful images which are just lovely, and I will thoroughly enjoy looking at them and colouring them. Some of them I do wonder about, but oh, look at that, just all the broomsticks. It does say that you can cut them out and put them into frames afterwards. I'm not going to be doing that. But it's lovely. But it's absolutely lovely. So I shall really enjoy doing that. So that's the Witches colouring book, which I haven't seen at all. So hooray for that. The last thing that I got, which is bookish related, I'm actually wearing, which is why there is a bit of a white glare. And there's a bit of a story behind this, but I should be very brief. I have up here, I always have this. This was, can you see that? It was done as an image made. A friend of the husband's, before he was the husband, he was the boyfriend then, 20 odd years ago. He spoke to a friend of his who was an artist and asked her to draw me for a birthday present. Is it a birthday present? Or maybe even a wedding present, actually. An image of me. And so it's got the blonde hair, absolutely surrounded by books. And it's always held a very special place in my heart because it was done for me. And look at that big, lovely book of shadows in the front. But yes, it's a really lovely image of me. And I always have it. I tend to use it in the social media and things like that because I really feel that that represents who I am. And she really caught me. I'm not sure if she'd met me, actually, or if it was just on the description from the husband. Anyway, he got this. Look, I had to stand up and show you this. But yes, can you see? I've got a T-shirt with the image on. And then it says at the bottom, Big Head Bookworm. It's my YouTube channel name. Is that not just the loveliest thing in the world? I'm not sure when I'm going to wear it because I would have to be quite bold to be going round saying, I'm a big head bookworm. But it's absolutely lovely and I was absolutely taken aback. Only he would do something like that for me and it was really lovely. So thank you very much, my darling. So there we go. That's my birthday bookish haul. How lovely. See you.